10 Most Expensive Cars in the World 2020. Most expensive luxury cars in the world are so much more than a mode of conveyance. These rolling art pieces capture the priorities of the 1% of the world's population, and in that sphere, flamboyance and swagger take primacy over realism and productivity. Lifestyle condemnations aside, below are some truly overwhelming machines that we'd like to count down for you. Here's take a look at the jaw-dropping prices and specifications of the 2020's most expensive cars in the world. Money may not buy happiness, but I'd rather cry in a Jaguar than on a bus. François Sagan: I was trying for years to woo people through humor, but it seems flash cars are much easier. Stephen Merchant, comedian and actor. 10. $1.9 million, Lamborghini Centenario LP 770-4. Ferruccio Lamborghini, the bloke who instituted one of Italy's most iconic car brands, would have turned 100 years old in 2016. To celebrate, Lamborghini introduced the Centenario, a $1.9 million magnum opus that is equally at home on the racetrack as it is on a bedroom wall poster. Longer, bigger, yet lighter than the Aventador supercar, the carbon fiber Centenario shows off an exterior that is both attractive and functional. The aerodynamic bumper fins, hood vents, wheel blades, and powerful rear haunches are all sculpted to keep the limited edition vehicle glued to the ground, and Lambo says the Centenario is twice as aerodynamically efficient as the Aventador. And then there's the power. In simple words, the Centenario provides the most extreme engine Lamborghini has ever built, as the 6.5-liter V12 pumps out a whopping 770 horsepower at 8,600 revolutions per minute. Given its low weight of 3,351 pounds, the Raging Bull demolishes 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds, and it'll roar its way to 220 miles per hour given enough space. 9. $2 million, Koenigsegg Ruggiero. When we think of hybrid hypercars, we generally visualize the Holy Trinity, the McLaren P1, Porsche 918 Spider, and Ferrari LaFerrari. One way or another, Koenigsegg always gets left out, in spite of the fact that the Swedish automaker makes a vehicle that outshines its amazing competition in many ways. Powered by a twin-turbo 5.0-liter V8 and a 4.5-kWh battery pack, the $2 million Ruggiero generates an outstanding 1,500 horsepower in total, a stat made all the more remarkable when you reflect upon the car's low weight of 3,240 pounds. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds is striking to be sure, but the Ruggiero's 0 to 186 miles per hour sprint is even more astonishing. The achievement is accomplished in only 10.9 seconds. By Koenigsegg's inner estimates, the sedan will be able to grasp its top speed of 248 miles per hour in just 20 seconds or so, which is a conquest over physics as much as it is a bragging right. Why just an estimate? Apparently, the brand can't find a road long enough. 8. $2 million, Koenigsegg 1. $2 million can fetch you a lot in 2016: a penthouse, about 80 Mazda MX-5s, or the Swedish megacar, shown above. A logical smartass could probably think of a better way to spend his life savings, but megacars don't give a damn about logic. Because they're mega. And after reading what the car is capable of, $2 million might actually be a bargain. The limited edition 1 is founded on the Agera R, and it got its poetic autograph by employing a 1:1 kilogram to horsepower ratio. The figure on each side of the colon. 1,340. That's right, this car has 1,340 horsepower, and can theoretically top 273 miles per hour because of it. Basically, this is one of the fastest automobiles ever made, and with its F1-style honeycomb core, carbon fiber intake manifold, and ventilated ceramic brakes, it's one of the most unconventional as well. Just 6 models of the Swift Swede were built, and each one was sold quite quickly. Keep an eye out on Craigslist though, you never know. 7. $2.5 million, Bugatti Chiron. How do you outdo a classic? You make something even enhanced. With an opening value of $2.5 million and a gorgeous new body, the divine Chiron outdoes its precursor in every possible way. While the Bugatti Veyron redefined what an automobile could do, the Chiron mocks those who said the Veyron was the last of its kind, pushing the limitations of performance even more into the stratosphere. The Chiron generates 1,103 kilowatts, 1,479 bhp of power and 1,600 Nm, 1,180 pound-feet of torque starting from 2,000 revolutions per minute. It has a carbon fiber body structure, independent suspension, and 4WD system. 6. $2.5 million, Ferrari F60 America. As the name proposes, the Ferrari F60 America was devoted to America to celebrate Ferrari's 60-year occupancy in North America. Its 6.2-liter V12 churns out 740 splendid HP, sufficient to drive the car to 60 miles per hour in only 3.1 seconds. For the occasion, the Italian brand built 10 copies of this stunning bombshell. Grounded on the F12 Berlinetta, the F60 is irrefutably nationalistic as it wears a stars and stripes color theme, American flag seat supplements, and standard racing regalia all around. Better yet, you can live in the glory with the top down, as the F60 equips a lightweight textile top that can be worked at speeds up to 75 miles per hour. 5. $2.6 million, Pagani Huayra BC. The Italian mammoth Pagani Huayra derives its name after the god of the winds. This one is run by a twin-turbo V12 engine from Mercedes and can hustle up from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Right off the bat, you can tell the BC is playing a different game from the standard Huayra. It's fitted with a huge active rear spoiler that produces 1,102 pounds of downforce at 155 miles per hour, as well as a wider rear track, fresh side skirts, and a multitude of sexy aero perks. Despite the additions, the BC is a true featherweight, tilting the scales at a paltry 2,654 pounds thanks to the extensive use of carbon fiber and other lightweight constituents. The whole deal will cost you a sweet $2.6 million, or it would have if all 20 units hadn't been sold already, but you clearly get a lot for your money. With 789 turbocharged ponies on tap, the BC may, in fact, live up to its saintly name. 4. $3.4 million, limited edition Bugatti Veyron by Mansouri Vivere. This list would be incomplete without some version of the massive Bugatti Veyron. We're pouring our attention on the Mansouri Vivere edition here, because not only is it one of the fastest cars in the world, it's one of the most expensive. Augmented by German witch doctors Mansouri, the 1,200 HP Veyron starts out as a Grand Sport Vitesse Roadster, only to be ornamented with a stunning carbon fiber figure, a new spoiler package, upgraded LED lights, a rebuffed cabin, and a restructured front grille. Further cataloguing the Veyron as a work of art, maps of historic race events like the Targa Florio are laser imprinted into the exterior and interior. Oh, and it can do 254 miles per hour. 3. $3.4 million, W Motors Lykan Hypersport. You may recall the Lykan Hypersport from its star role in the chartbuster Furious 7, where the Lebanese supercar crashed through not 1, not 2, but 3 skyscrapers in Dubai. In a franchise filled with high-end exotics and one-off custom creations, the fact that the Hypersport got so much focus is a testament to its charisma. Let's start with the design, which consists of jewel-encrusted headlights, scissor doors, and an interior ripped straight from science fiction. It looks like an armored car from the future, and its performance is equivalent to its image. The Hypersport vaunts a 3.7-liter, twin-turbo flat-six that yields 770 horsepower and 708 pound-feet. It's not just Dominic Toretto who benefits from this level of performance though, as the Abu Dhabi police force has drafted the Hypersport into patrol duty. Although it is mainly used for marketing and public relations purpose, the major sensation assures that the authorities can keep up with any criminal that tries to get cute on the expressway. Pedal to the floor, 0 to 62 miles per hour is accomplished in just 2.8 seconds, and top speed is an absolute scary 240 miles per hour. 2. $4.5 million, Lamborghini Veneno. Venom. That's the name Lamborghini picked for the reformed Aventador you see above, translated from Italian of course, built to celebrate the automaker's 50th birthday. We can't speak for the company's motivations, but the name is perfect for an automobile that looks so charmingly lethal, so undeniably poisonous. The car is unquestionably stunning from every angle, and to this day, we're not persuaded it isn't an alien spacecraft surveying our planet for subsequent takeover. It just doesn't seem real. The only thing more remarkable than the look is the price, a whopping $4.5 million. The Veneno is reckless, and that should come as no surprise. Its 6.5-liter V12 spins all the way up to 8,400 revolutions per minute to deliver 740 horsepower and 507 pound-feet, surging the car to 60 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds. 1. $4.8 million, Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. What makes this car so expensive is that it is coated with diamonds. The Swedish manufactured car claims a 4.8-litre, dual-supercharged V8 with a total output of 1,004 horsepower and 797 pound-feet. For the Trevita, the Swedish manufacturer developed a new external surface called the Koenigsegg proprietary diamond weave, which comprises of coating carbon fibers with a diamond dust-saturated resin. Can't even measure how much the touch-up paint costs. Beneath the lustrous finish lies a 4.8-litre, dual-supercharged V8 with a total output of 1,004 horsepower and 797 pound-feet, which means it should have little to no worry outdoing semis on the freeway. The car's specifications, in both performance and price, are nearly amusing at this point, and just 3 of these beauties were ever made.